welcome back. This is going to be the AURASCOPE message for the week of February 21 to the 27th. I'm going to do the same as last week. We're going to get an overall message for everybody with the Light Seers Tarot, and then we're going to pull a card for each of the individual aura designs afterwards. Oh, I think I turned it over underneath the deck. All right. So I feel like this week is going to feel like a week of clearing energy. In the sense that it's like finishing up a cycle, which I feel, hey, that would be appropriate. We got the Ace of Pentacles on Saturday, and that is the date of the full moon. Full moon in Virgo, which is an earth sign. So, this past week, I feel like this past week was more challenging than we anticipated it. The energy was a little bit more intense than I saw for all of the signs, but all of the design types, I mean. But this week it looks like we're still going to be dealing with the same type of energy, but it's going to be closing out. It even looks like it's going to feel kind of stuck or stagnant towards the middle of the week, to the point where you are kind of I don't want to say unappreciative, but you're going to be in a mind state of what now? What now? And I don't feel like that's like everything's gone wrong, so now what do I do? It's more like, okay, so we made it, now what? Kind of an energy. It looks like Sunday is going to be a day that you feel called to reflect on things, but you're probably going to feel like there is too much to do today, or like there are other things that take precedent over what your intuition and your spirit is telling you that you need to do. So that looks like a warning to me that we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, that it would be good to take some time today to try and check in with yourself. check in with yourself. Even though, you know, when we plan, the plans don't necessarily go how we expected for the week, that is not a good enough reason not to still keep track of yourself and what's going on in your inner world. I feel like there's going to be a lot to do again on Monday, probably carrying over from Sunday, and maybe even, you know, stuff with your work life, your work week. And it's going to feel like it's not moving in the way that you wish it would. But that's okay, because what you do on Monday is going to help you to avoid some conflicting energy on Tuesday. So it's like someone's gonna come in expecting you to be behind because Monday was so hectic. But because you had a plan and you executed your plan and you prioritized what was most important on Monday, hopefully, right? Then come Tuesday, you're going to be able to be the one that's like, oh, no, that's done. That's taken care of, when they're expecting you to, you know, have an excuse. I just realized that's making a shadow on the cards. Okay. And then, like I said, Wednesday is gonna likely be a day when the energy is just not moving the way that you want it to. It's gonna feel like a conflicting energy, like you're wanting to do something and get out and do something, or to you're wanting something new to come in, and it's gonna be very difficult to see or notice that shift that you're looking for. But I feel like the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, is gonna go a little faster. The moon is gonna shift into Virgo, I think somewhere around there, because we know it's gonna be in Virgo on Saturday. So you'll likely feel a switch of energy there. It's looking like we're going from not having enough steam, not having enough energy, feeling like you need rest, and then heading into a new beginning. So if you can, it would be a good idea to spend some time resting and preparing for that new cycle and that new energy to come in, that new start on Saturday. All right. So next we are going to pull your card for your specific design type. Oh my gosh, this is starting to really trip me out. Okay, so the last two cards I've pulled were cards that came out last week. I shuffled this deck each time, but they've come out in sequential order. So the generators got 16, manifesting generators got 17, and now you guys got 18. This is interesting. This is interesting. I don't know, maybe I need to shuffle more. Okay, so gate 18, the gate of perfection. This is a splenic gate. I got that wrong last time. I'm going to double check and make sure I'm not saying this backwards again. But I know it is part of a channel that flows between the root and the spleen. And when you're dealing with this energy, you are in a headspace where it is very easy to notice flaws. Gate 18 is a yeah, we're gonna have to cut all that out. My office is off of a busy street, and it's Friday. All right. So this is a splenic gate that connects to a gate that comes from the root center. And the energy of this gate, it sharpens your eye in a way that it makes you focus on what's wrong with a situation. And that, you know, not necessarily a easy energy to work with. It's a perfectionist type of energy. It's a fear of, you know, being wrong or messing up or getting humiliated, you know. Let me actually look and see how they word it in the book. One moment. Book is, I'm looking at the wrong center, hang on. It is a fear of authority. So it's like a fear of getting corrected or a fear of correcting someone, right? So it has to do with wanting to be right. And the lesson in this energy, like I was saying last week, is that you have to come to a place where you can see perfection and imperfection. You can see the benefit to a flaw in something. You can see why it is necessary to leave something exactly how it is, you know? Sometimes leaving things not quite perfect is a save for your sanity. You know, say for example, you have been working on something very intricate and delicate and tiny and tedious for days, going over it and over and over and over and over it with a magnifying glass, right? And then just as you're about to, I don't know, sell it or show it or give it to the person as a gift or, you know, whatever, like just as you're finishing it up, you notice that there's a mistake so big that it can't be fixed in time, you know, but it's minute enough that only you would notice it, right? Because you've been looking at it so closely. So say you're lining up Swarovski crystals, you know, to bejewel something, and you realize that 4 of them are turned the wrong way, or they're the wrong color, or they're, you know, in the wrong place. And it's like, I don't have time to literally go in and pop out the whole row because I can't pop out one, you know, or, you know, something like that. It's something intricate, delicate, but you also have a time crunch, right? I do not remember where I heard this, but there is like a triangle of service. Okay, I wish I could like, I don't know, like superimpose on the screen. One day I'm gonna get like really good at editing and you guys will see me like putting little graphics and stuff in the corner. But right now, just visualize it with me. So we've got a triangle, and at one point on the triangle, you've got a good service. At another point in the triangle, you've got a fast service. And at that third point in the triangle, you've got a cheap service. So on this triangle, you can only pick 2. Whichever 2 you pick, you lose the third one. So you can have it fast and cheap, but it won't be good. Right? So when it comes to perfection, sometimes you have to sacrifice the time for, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to sacrifice the perfection for the time. It was more important to get it to the person where, you know, in time for them to use it than it was for it to be absolutely 100% perfect, right? In case it's like a safety issue, right? It's a safety issue, then it's more important for it to be absolutely 100% right. But even then, if you don't get it to the person by the time they need it, then it's no, right? So when it comes to this type of energy, the lesson is learning when to leave well enough alone, learning when enough is enough, learning when it's perfect enough, and learning how not to just focus on a flaw, you know? Sometimes we get tuned too far into this type of energy. And this is actually a very, like, out of all of the gates in the human design, all the channels, I should say, out of all of the channels in the human design system, the 5818 is one of the most common. And I believe it is a collective gate. Let me double check that. Yeah, it's collective. So in a collective mindset, you know, sense, having a lot of people focusing on something that is wrong, you know, in society, or something that is wrong with the government is a good thing if we're going to be able to come together and fix it, right? But when it comes down to tribal or, you know, individual, maybe you're picking yourself apart, then it's not good. It's something that you have to learn to overcome in order to get the gifts that come from seeing the perfection in everything as it is. All right? I'll see you next week. I forgot to add that I feel like this is an energy that a lot of people are going to feel on Monday and Tuesday, but the bulk of everybody else is going to feel it on Friday. All right? So pay attention. Watch out for it, manifestors, and drop me a comment and let me know if this is helpful, if you noticed it, if you were able to, you know, sidestep it and not go down the spiral because of this video. And I will really appreciate hearing from you. All right, next week.